Yo, what is going on today, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today's video is going to be the easy, short one, and it'll just be where to start, how do you start, why do you start, everything about the start, and then anything that I think is notable to talk about after. But just jumping right in, this is from a VOD from a few days ago. This is before I got sick, but this was in Season 11 PTS. So the setup for this is we'll go right to left. So starting with solo lane, the solo laner does the back camps and then goes to blue buff. Very simple. The jungler and the mid laner split the red and the speed. After that, the solo laner, or sorry, the mid laner goes mid, clears out mid. The jungler goes to the other speed, and then they both meet up at this back camp. The ADC and the support split these two, and as we watch it, you'll understand why. So the reason you do these backs first is because blue doesn't spawn until 15 seconds. So looking at these two, they're both level 2. Looking at duo lane, they're both level 2, going to lane. And then Herc, because my clear is not very good. As soon as I clear blue, I go level 2 to lane. Their start, they did something funky, and because of that, Cam is only level 1. I assume what they did is the back camps were split by both the mid and the jungler. So the solo laner ended up getting messed up because of this. I ended up killing him because it's such... There's just nothing he can do, really. He's still only level 1. The part that I want to focus on is this 1 minute 30 second timer. This is a very important timer. Well, I guess 1 minute is pretty important too, because 1 minute is when totem spawns, but 1 minute 30 is the important part. At 1 minute 30, right here. Okay, I guess I'll let it go for a second. If you saw it on the map, 4 things spawn at a minute 30. Mid spawn at a minute, totem spawns at a minute, back spawn at a minute, but at a minute 30, shield camp, cooldown camp, and then both of these Nagas spawn. Now, this is kind of where you have to make a decision if you're in a 50-50 laning phase and it's really close. If you have the advantage, you want to go to the cooldown camp. It's more XP, it gives you an actual buff, and it's giving you just more value. But if you're losing, you can try to get the Naga camp. But if your clear is that much worse, or if you're getting bullied that hard, you're not going to be able to get either. So there's a little bit more snowball potential, but there's also a little bit more mitigatable play by the other opposing laner. And I didn't do it until 2 minutes 30, which was pretty bad, but because of how much I outcleared how much I was ahead, I was able to get both of them. And then the last little timer I want to hit on is when does the teleporter spawn? Right there. 8 minutes, teleporter has spawned. So teleporters can be, or a solo laner, dual lane, even junglers, I guess, can start making plays with these teleporters at 8 minutes. Everything else, not much has really changed. I was going to touch on more stuff with the map, but really not a ton of stuff has moved around. I guess the last little point, if I can actually show it, if there's a point where I go to the fire giant, we actually do fire giant. So there's these little effigies, or fire giant effigies. What happens is, if it shows them, so right there, this thing right here is the fire giant effigy. When this is killed, and it takes like 80% reduced damage from auto attacks, when this is killed, the fire giant takes 15% more damage. So now from anywhere on the map, could be Janus ult, could be literally anything, takes 15% extra. Okay, yeah, I was just kind of beat a dick there, but yeah. So you want to kill the effigy if you can before going for fire giant, because it just gives you more burn. But if you do destroy it, the enemy will also be taking just more damage, or be doing more damage to it also. So it's a little bit of a risk. And the next thing I want to touch on is this comet. When you auto attack it, it drops these little pebbles. These pebbles give you 3 XP, 5 gold, and they drop 10 of them. So overall, 30 XP, 50 gold. And then after it's dead, it spawns the old scepter, the old little Jimmy. And now it does the exact same thing. It heals towers. It does damage around you. It's a very interesting thing to use. This will be randomized in a comment across the map, either in mid, duo, or solo. And it cannot go to the same lane twice. So if we go solo, then I'll have to choose either mid or duo, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's some of the changes for the season, the start, and the map changes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.